We're talking about novel ideas. This is part 2. Stick around. I'm going to show you how to use the free Office text maker. Welcome to the Drunk Linux User. I'm Len. I'm the Drunk Linux User, and welcome to part 2 in this very, very short series about how to use software to create a manuscript format. Now, I have to go over here again. My hotkeys actually, for OBS, actually make changes in the software that I'm going to be using. And today, it's going to be Free Office. The same steps that I'm using for Free Office can be used in the paid version of SoftMaker Text Maker. And so if you're already an owner of the product or you've paid for it, I don't think anybody owns anything anymore, right? And we're happy. Well, this will do the same thing as the big boy. And that's nice because if you don't have the budget to buy the big one, that's fine. Normally you can find it around $49. Sometimes you can catch it on sale for like $19.95. Okay, so round it up, say $20. It's a nice program. I like it, and that's why I actually paid for it. So let's get into the meat of this, and I'm already there. Good. I'm going to start us off taking a look at our margins. All right. So as I rub my hands together like an evil villain, when I click on page margins under layout, you can see at the bottom custom margins, and custom margins are already set up at 1 inch. Did I do that? Not that I'm aware of, but there they are. So I'm going to leave that alone, and we're going to continue just like we did in LibreOffice, where I'm going to go ahead and put in your name. Oh, but wait a second. Georgia is set up as my default font. That's not going to be right. So I'm going to go right-click onto the document, select character. I'm going to come and select Times New Roman because I've used it before. It's at the top of my list, right? All right, I want it to be 12-point font, and I'm going to set as default, but I'm going to change in this document only because I happen to like Georgia for other correspondence and not for doing manuscripts. So I'm going to click OK, and you can see that it changed the font here. Now let's take a look at this a little bit nicer. All you got to do is go down to the lower right where you see the 100% and change it to 125. Click OK. It's a little bit easier to see on your part. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've changed the font. The margins are good. I'm going to put in your address, city, state, zip, just like before. No different. Put in area code, exchange, and your email at whatever.com. This is the same thing that LibreOffice does, and when you want to change this over, if you do, you can leave it alone if you want to, but you're going to have to right click after you highlight it. You're going to have to right click, and you're going to need to go into character, or well, you can right here. See, it depends. Sometimes it's here and sometimes it's not. You can remove the hyperlink here, or you can go into character style and remove the hyperlink as well. But we're going to just do that. Oh, it didn't take care of it. So let's go back into character style. See the hyperlink? I'm going to make it normal. See, this is why I was saying before. Things are different. And did it change it? No, I don't know why. Okay, so there's a glitch. There's a glitch. Normal. Apply. There we go. This time it worked. We're going to do the same kind of thing that we did before with the tab for the approximate words. We're just going to double click in at the top. Now it created a tab just like it did over in LibreOffice, but we're going to clear all like we did before. And in that space where it says tabs, I'm going to do 6.5 because I want it right at that right edge. I want to make it as flush to the right as I possibly can. And I'm going to set it. But I want that little bugger to be right. So I'm going to right justified. So I'm going to set it as right and click OK. And you can barely see right up there, but it is set. Then all I have to do is hit tab, cursor goes over to the right hand side, just like LibreOffice does. Approximately, can't spell this early in the morning. Words. It's not entirely true. Okay, same thing. We know about our margins. We know we need to go about a third of the way down, so that's about 3 inches. Going to go center and my masterpiece. Double space, go down to the next to that line and type in bicolon. Too early. And your name. All right, so here we go with our beautiful title page, right? We're going to do something a little bit different than what LibreOffice does. We're going to go up to layout, and this little guy right here is called chapter. And what we're going to do is under master pages, we're going to put different first page. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to click OK. This allows me to make sure that my headers don't show up at the top, and if they do, I can always just go ahead and delete them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Insert, Break, Page Break. Okay, this starts our next page, and while we're still in Insert, I'm going to put in Header. There, the header's up at the top. Is the header up on the other page? No, because I said it was going to be different on the first page on that one panel. Well, it's left justified. We go to the home side. We go right justify this little bugger. We put in name, space, slash space. You don't really see the spaces until you actually type words. Masterpiece, space, slash, page, space. Going back into layout, insert, go to page number. You're going to insert a page number. This is where it gets a little bit different. We're going to use page number, but under format, we're just going to go to 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we choose that and we insert. But we got that little problem right there again where page 2 shows up, and we want it to be page 1. So what you can do is you can go into layout, into chapter, and under page numbers, instead of numbering, you're going to select value, and the very first page is going to be 0. Click OK. Click OK, and you can see right here the page number is number 1. The rest of it is identical pretty much to LibreOffice. Just going to come down here to about 3 and type in our chapter 1. Double space, and take the caps lock off, and come back over to home, go to the left. One of the things that I like about TextMaker is in the way that it works, it's very, very similar to Word, and you make a lot of changes by doing right clicks. I'm going to go into paragraph. I'm going to go into first line. After the 0, I'm going to put 0.5. Okay. Line spacing is going to be multiple. I'm going to do double spacing, so 2 lines, and click OK. So I'm indented. You can see that from the left-hand side here. We're going to type a bunch of stuffs. Okay, blue squiggly line, and red squiggly line. Yeah, like I'm colorblind this morning. Red. Okay, so like LibreOffice, the red squiggly line denotes that you have a spelling error. However, and I have not found out how to be able to do this quite yet in the free side, and I'm not even sure it's possible in the paid side as well, but remember when we did the double space in a sentence before in LibreOffice, it shows the blue squiggly line indicating that there was an error in the grammatical format of that sentence. Well, space, space, there isn't here. As you can see, there is no little blue squiggly line there, so just delete it out. But it does a really nice job of formatting nonetheless. All right, same rules here. you want to go to chapter 2, you're going to go to insert, you're going to go to break, and you're going to go to page break. Voila, page 2. As you can see, the cursor is indented because that's what we told the paragraph to do. The same exact thing we did in LibreOffice. We're going to we're going to backspace to make it go to the left. Go to home, go to the middle, enter down to about 3 or so, and write chapter 2. Come down. We're already down double space because we've set the paragraph format that way, but we're going to go to the left justification, paragraph, make that 0.5 again. Don't have to change the line spacing, click OK, start typing. So, whoops. Start typing. Same exact thing for setting up your scene changes where you use a star. No different there. You're just going to backspace, go to the center, star, start your paragraph, reformatting again at first line at 1/2 inch. Alright, same thing with end at the end of your story. But I talked to you about N dashes and M dashes before in LibreOffice, and it's a bit different here and a bit simpler actually in TextMaker. So if you want to do an N dash, it's just the minus sign, and you can just write, whatever you want to after that. So N dash. Okay. If you want an M dash, you hold the control key down, and while you hold the control key down, you press the minus sign again. And there's your longer M dash. It's a quick little step. You don't have to worry about doing, like little fancy codes with colon, minus, colon. It's just a little bit simpler. The other thing you can do is save this thing as a PDF, which you can also do in LibreOffice. I didn't show you that the last time, but if you want to, you can just click this PDF, and you could probably just leave it default unless you want to put in things like protection and how you're going to view it. Click OK, save it. We'll just go ahead and put it on the desktop and say OK, and you can open it up, for example, in this browser, and you can see what it's going to look like as a PDF, and it looks very nice, very clean. LibreOffice will look good too. Okay, I'm not knocking LibreOffice, so get rid of this. If you're going to save it as a file, as a docx, do save as. Okay. You can see I've kind of goofed around with this a little bit here, so I'm going to put down what I did last night. Actually, I'm just going to probably overwrite it, but name hyphen space hyphen masterpiece space 01-22-2022 dot, and just leave that part alone. Lower right hand side, just make certain that it's selected at Word. See right here, Word 2007-2019 .docx. Click OK. It's going to say, do you want to overwrite this? Heck yeah. Alright, so there you go. You've saved it as a Word format file. You can open it up that way, and you can also do what we did before. You're going to be able to set it up as a .x template. The difference with this particular program is it takes you to the SoftMaker templates folder, and from here choose your language, in this case English US. You do not have to create a new flyer folder if you don't want to. Just type in manuscript format. I would put maybe a hyphen. You can do short story, you can do novel, you can do the agent's or the publisher's name if you want to. So we'll just write agent right here. It is a .x file. Click OK. There you go. The full version of TextMaker has tabs. You don't have tabs in the free Office version of it. So I'm just going to close this out. I'm going to restart it again. And I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go New. And I'm going to go with More. Okay, and you're going to see right here that my templates have loaded up, my English US, Manuscript format agent is right there. Click OK. Start typing. And you can do this for all different kinds of formats. And every time that you want to create a new story, article, whatever, you can create a new template to fit the need. So there we have making a template using and a format for manuscripts using FreeOffice's TextMaker. Just to give you an idea, this is the paid version. It's probably going to explode big on the screen. Okay, let's make this a little bit smaller. But you can see that it's a little bit different. And jump that up to 25. Click OK. And you don't need to have this if you don't want it. But as long as you've got that ruler along the left, it's going to make your life a lot easier when you go to set things up. So here we have it. We have TextMaker. Yesterday we did LibreOffice. The weekend is here. Sorry. And it's time to write. All right. So get to it. The hard part's done. The rest of it's pretty easy. Stream of consciousness. Do your thing. Get it out there. So in the meantime, don't forget our words of wisdom. Don't drive or write drunk. Don't drink and drive. Don't go to Amazon, eBay, or use MS Edge all buzzed up. And I might say, for one of my sons who saw the show yesterday, I also need to probably include don't buy and try to redeem Google Pay cards, because my God, what a process that's been. All buzzed up, not that we were, thinking that you're going to buy the coolest, greatest, neatest stuff. You're probably not. So in the meantime, bottoms up, later dudes.